This is Matthew, who lives in a house that he claims to be haunted. For over 6 months or so, the guy kept on hearing clicking, crackling disturbance noises. Being a skeptic and an unbeliever in the paranormal world, he regarded the strange sounds made by either the rodents or the pipeworks hidden beneath his floorings and the walls. Well, not until today, when something made him realise that he had to document his experience, after watching a fellow TikToker who experienced near enough the same phenomenon. Oh heck. He asked for the most reliable help in the social media world, people whom he could trust, people who could give him reassurance, people who could give him positivity, and most importantly, people who will not egg him on. Thanks a lot, folks.
Watching this one guy on TikTok, Dude My House is Haunted, and he's had loads of people helping him, commenting. Literally every 5 seconds. So I'm going to start filming it. I was speaking to someone, they said that you need to ask them what they want. I'll try that. Is anyone that... Are you literally kidding me? Yeah, I'm not... As you can see on camera, my hand is literally shaking. No, I'm done. No.
My main man Matthew kept on hearing strange noises coming from the hallway. As he tried to return to the living room, the door would appear to close in front of him. Who could have done that? Perhaps someone is hiding inside the living room. He uploads other videos, still asking for help though. The strange noises are starting to get, I don't know, burpy, you know, proper belch, burp. Must have been that vindaloo that he had first thing in the morning.
I said I were going to start trying to document it. I've been trying to watch this. Literally, myself, it's literally just the corner of the sofa. Trying to watch this, I swear to God I can hear like whispering. Right, I'm going to listen for a minute. I hate doing this. I don't know why I've decided to do this. So I'm just trying to watch TV. I swear I just keep hearing whispering. About 10 minutes ago, I just heard like 3 really loud. Right, okay. I'm going to flip it because nobody wants to see my ugly face, and I'm going to sit and listen. I'm going to be quiet. See if anyone else can hear it. Right, so I can hear like clicking. That's happened about 4 times as well, to be fair, but I just thought that we might listen outside because it sounds like dripping, but it's red hot in England. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know where I'm supposed to go though. There's my little fairy lights. I don't know where else I'm supposed to go. What do I do? Just walk outside or stay inside? Yeah, I'm done. I don't know what...
Looking drained out and frail, he uploads more videos where the sounds are getting weird and sort of disturbing. Oh dear, that's not the only thing. The so-called invisible being is starting to get aggressive. Ooh, harder. Not like that though.
I'm sorry if I get emotional. The people are telling me that I need to speak to it. People that I do want to know what it wants. Who are you? Oh man, shaking. Who are you? This is my house. You need to leave. Okay, no. For sake, why? I don't think I can do this. No, I need to leave. I need to. No! Ah, my leg. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow.
My main man certainly looks emotional and distraught, as this unknown entity is causing him some unrest and distress. He hears disembodied whispering sounds, which make him communicate with the unknown.
Who are you? Oh man, shaking. Who are you? This is my house. You need to leave.
His vacuum cleaner mysteriously slips and falls to the ground, making him jump in panic. He tries to leave his living room until the door mysteriously opens, causing him to tumble back and injure his leg. Oh no.
I don't think I can do this. No, I need to leave. I need to. No!
Perhaps Matthew has an accomplice who's making silly noises, pulling the vacuum cord and pushing the door, eventually hiding in the room to the right. Possibility. Hold up folks, whose shadow is that? Oh dear, a mysterious shadow reached for the handle, giving him a hand.
No!
We can clearly see Matthew's hands are occupied, but whose shadows are those? Perhaps it's just an illusion, or perhaps it's Matthew's. Has he got 3 hands or something?
My leg.
Things are starting to escalate for Matthew as his beauty sleep is starting to get affected. Oh dear, we can't have that, can we? He wakes up in the middle of the night and recalls this due to hearing his closet door making unusual sliding movements. Oh dear.
I'm usually alright in my bedroom. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm usually alright in my bedroom. I think this is like one of the first times that I've heard anything upstairs. Please tell me someone's... I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. Yeah, I'm usually fine in my bedroom, but I've gone to sleep. I woke up wide awake. I didn't know if it were a dream or not. It felt like someone shouted in my ear. Whoa. I don't know what to do. Is there anyone? If there's anyone that can help, then well, help. I'm sure that door keeps opening. I don't know if I'm going mad though. I don't know if there's any way to turn my volume up for the microphone, because I can hear things, but I don't know if... No. Right, do you know what? Everyone keeps telling me not to be scared, so I'm not going to be. There's nothing that can hurt me. There is nothing that can hurt me. I'm not afraid. I am... Okay.
Just who is sliding the doors? Could it be a well-organized stunt with additional audio manipulation? Perhaps someone is hiding underneath his bed and making the closet doors move.
I don't know if there's any way to turn my volume up for the microphone, because I can hear things, but I don't know if... No. Right, do you know what? Everyone He keeps telling me not to be scared.
What do we have here? Could this be the culprit, or his clothes playing tricks on our mind, aka pareidolia? Also bear in mind how it fades out. Perhaps this is a cut edit. What do you reckon?
Nothing that can hurt me. There is nothing that can hurt me. I'm not afraid. I am...
Matthew, let me out. He uploads another video, looking all teared up and deflated. Once again, more weird inhaling noises like Darth Vader. Probably the entity is suffering from asthma.
Been back a few days, went away for a bit after that. Nothing's happened for the past couple of days. Sat trying to watch this and I swear I can hear things again. I'm not sure what people want me to do though, because I'm getting... I hope everyone heard that. Right, everyone keeps telling me I need to look. For God's sake. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say, to be honest. No, that was me. That was me. That was me. That was me. That's just the door. That's just outside. I can hear cars. I feel like I heard something banging here, but...
Could all of this be staged, or a big hoax? Is Matthew acting? Or perhaps Matthew's house is actually haunted? I'll leave it up to you to decide.
Everyone's had so many recommendations, I feel like people are trying to hold me back. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
This is an old video, uploaded in the year 2007. Blooming heck, that's old. We have this duo performing a sing-along song, a Greek song to be exact, looking all loved up and engaged in their own world, singing this song. Aww, look at them, oh, look at them. Anyway, the camera dude caught someone or something who was eager to find out who was singing this acoustic, angelic voiceover song. Probably was thinking, oi, I'm trying to sleep here, you know. Take a look.
Έλα ρε μαλάκα, πάμε.
Not the greatest video footage, however we could just about manage to see this tall pale-faced unknown being standing there gawping at them. Oh. Hello mate, I bet you're wondering if I'm butt naked or not. I don't know, maybe. Boy, I'm so glad your big head got in the way. Within a matter of seconds, it vanishes. Where did it go? What are your thoughts? Perhaps a bystander was momentarily observing them with curiosity. Perhaps someone was playing a prank on them. Or perhaps they actually caught an entity looking at them. I'll let you decide. This gentleman owns a large spacious studio building where he teaches art paintings. Something troubled him on this particular night, 2 AM to be precise, as he was alone. He claims that he heard unexplained footsteps and had a sense of a feeling that he was being watched. He even explains that some unknown being grabbed his shoulder while he was in the, I don't know, take a guess? Huh? No give up? No? Give up? In the toilet, of course. Where else? Concerned for his safety, my main man Bob Ross records this unusual event, retraces his steps, and investigates to see if he can catch the culprit. Let's see if he does.
I think that was open. Pictures scared the hell out of me. So this is where I was. I was standing right there. The lights aren't working in the bathrooms, of course. Hello? Hello? All right, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
It's not a good start if you're scared of your own paintings, is it? I mean, like, look at him. Ooh, my shadow.
Pictures scared the hell out of me.
As he heads towards the toilet, he cover kicks the doors. It's the police. Open up. LAPD, NYPD, NCIS, STUPID.
Hello?
What's more worrying is that Inspector Cluzo is inspecting the toilets in the dark. Turn your lights on, mate. He gets cold feet, abruptly ending his quest. As he does so, he pans his camera to his right, and what appears to be someone or something glaring at him. And by the looks of it, it seems to be, I don't know, very, very, very tall. Oh dear.
I think I'm done.
Hello, mate. I'm Gandalf. Are you Frodo? My oh my. That's a big ring you got there, mate. Who or what could this be? Perhaps it's just a painting. Is someone playing a silly little prank on him? Perhaps it's staged. Or perhaps he actually caught a ghost looking at him. A lanky one. I'll let you decide. Have you ever wanted to know how an entity ends up in a house? Well, nearly in this case. This uploader from TikTok shared his video with the whole world. Recorded by his Ring doorbell camera, we can see this individual entering his home, but somehow it would seem that he's not alone. Have a look. Oh dear, something seems to rattle his nerves. Who could it be? I wonder. Folks, did you manage to see it? Of course you haven't. That's what I'm here for. Connor, I'm assuming his name is Connor, senses something. And with a closer look, we can see some shadow manifests out of nowhere. But every time Connor turns around, the shadow vanishes. Then it reappears as soon as he turns his head away. Oh dear. It's as if the unknown entity knew when to vanish and reappear. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. He loves me not. What do you reckon, folks? Could it be staged? Perhaps it's edited like CGI. Perhaps it's just a glitch on his Ring doorbell camera. Or could it be his own shadow? Or perhaps Connor had a lucky escape that could have ended with him having an uninvited roomie living in his house, rent free. I'll let you decide. If you think the previous uploader had a lucky escape, have a look at this. This uploader, who named his channel Mr. Kenway, uploaded this creepy video. He sleeps overnight in what seems to be a B&B accommodation. Suddenly he wakes up just after 3 AM. Ooh, hearing some disturbing noises coming from, take a guess, go on, take a guess, the toilet.
Sale.
How did this strange occurrence happen? Perhaps he's pulling the door with a very thin string. Did you also notice this? Some unknown apparition floats close to him. Could this be the culprit? Or perhaps it's just a light reflecting from his camera. My main man Sleepy Beauty gets up to investigate. He anxiously makes his way to the restroom. Will he find his one night stand tormentor? I don't know, let's have a look. Unfortunately, he doesn't capture the perpetrator. Instead, more weird knocking sounds are made, ending with the front door open. Who did it? Perhaps one of the residents was playing a prank on him. I'll let you decide. A paranormal investigator named Patrick explores this abandoned house named the Show's House. It is considered to be haunted by a childlike spirit. Oh gosh. The guy is fully equipped with night vision and SLS cameras, REM pod, you name it, the whole shebang, even his flashlight, all set and ready to go. It didn't take him long to find some creepy noises coming from within this particular room. It's every ghost's favourite place. Yep, you guessed it, the poop house.
What's over here? What's going on over here? Oh, it's like an old, just like a bathroom. Do you have something that you want to say? You can come and talk to me if you want. I'm just here to talk to you, here to hear your story. That's it. What the hell was that?
It was as if the so-called spirit didn't want Patrick to venture into the abandoned building. Of course, who uninvitedly entered into the house? Patrick. A strange and mysterious glass smashing noise was heard, but from which direction did it come? Patrick seems to think it came from the bathroom area, so he goes to check the toilet room. But nothing is there. Look at the state of that place. Patrick resorts to having a nice chit chat with the so-called entity. Nonetheless, what he captures next is totally an eye-opener. Good luck seeing it.
Did you not want me to be in that room? Shelf up there. Do you want me to go upstairs? Oh, I heard something. It sounded like like. I think that was the spirit box, but it scared the hell out of me. Here, I'm gonna grab this REM pod, and I'm gonna put it right here by the door. So if you want to go outside and play, you can run right by that door, or by that REM pod, out the door, and it'll light up. Let me know that you're here.
Unbeknown to Mr. Magoo, it would seem he had a secret admirer staring at him at the top of the stairs. Oh, lucky boy. And the funny thing is that he's pointing at it. Blooming at mate, he's just right there, looking at you.
Oh, I heard something. It sounded like a...
Hello, mate. Say hello to my little friend. My best friend. My friend. Oh, I forgot. Can't see me, can you? Who or what could this be? Could this be the culprit? Perhaps it's one of his accomplices faking the whole thing. Or perhaps it's a squatter who purposely created the noise so that they could scare Patrick away. As always, I'll let you decide.
Something. It sounded like a... like... I think that was the spirit box, but it scared the hell out of me.
An urban explorer named Chris explores this abandoned Masonic temple at night. Having been here before on his previous lone expedition, Chris knows that he won't be disappointed in his quest to capture paranormal activity. Chris makes his way to the upper part of the building. What happens next is totally weird.
Somebody was up here burning. What the f touched me. I swear to God. I swear to God. I feel like something just touched my back. I don't know if it was my book bag flopped on my back or what. It scared the out of me. I swear to God. And there's no water drips. Yo, that scared the out of me.
Chris tries to have a clear view of the object that was on the floor, and in doing so we can hear a cough. Oh crap. According to Chris, someone touched his back, and while he was frantically searching for the culprit, a faint can be heard. Ooh dear.
I swear to God, I feel like something just touched my back. I swear to God. I swear to God, I feel like something just touched my back.
Perhaps the noise was added on at Urbex Hill's post-production. Perhaps he faked the touching incident. If you think he fabricated the whole thing, then I suppose what comes next will make you wish you hadn't eaten any spicy foods tonight, or day, wherever you are. He heads back down to venture to another floor. What happens next is somewhat horrific. Oh, by the way, just want to give you a heads up. It's quick. It's very quick. Good luck seeing it.
Door just closed. Gun. What the? Hell no.
Oh no, the door closes just as he stepped down the stairs. Perhaps the wind did it. Do you reckon? He gets startled and gets his backup piece all ready and set to go. Listen to those clicks.
Door just closed. Gun. What the?
You'd think that you'd be ready for it by now. Hurry up, it's nearly Christmas. Chris anxiously kicks the door open. Oh, by the way, what do you know? It's a women's toilet. Of course, where else would it be? And we can see that no one's there. Perhaps it escaped in one of these chutes. Is it a chute? I don't know. He does venture elsewhere. Not having any success, Chris goes back to the incident room. Having left the toilet door open earlier, he finds it now closed. Oh dear, perhaps someone is in there.
I do not remember closing his door. Hold up. When I left this, did I close this door? I cannot remember. See, this is getting creepy, man. For real. I can't even open the door. What the hell? Hello? This is really weird. It's closed again. Maybe it is the wind. Closing it. I don't know.
Once again, he enters the room and once again, no one is in there. Perhaps if he said hello, someone might respond.
Hello?
Oh yes, I mean oh no. Who could this be that said yes? I don't know.
Hello?
It is a mystery, ain't it? Will Urbex Hill ever know who was the culprit? Luckily for us folks, Chris's camera quality was working overtime for us. What you're about to see will probably give you nightmares. Think about me, mate. I had to review this clip 10 times. Oh gosh, who or what the heck is that? Oh. Hello mate, can you bend down and pass that soap for me? You know, the slippery soap? That's it, that's it. When I look at you with my lustful eyes. Oh yeah. Is this the culprit that has given Urbex Hill the touching feelings, the cough, and the whispers? Perhaps it's staged, or a hoax, or perhaps Urbex Hill has caught something paranormal on his camera. I'll leave it up to you to decide. Rightio folks, that's me done for now. There's loads more to come. Yeah, if you can't wait, there's always my other videos. Until then, please do have nightmares.